Complicated Canadian travelling rules. Due to recent changes announced by the Canadian government, travelling to Canada has become trickier. Recently, Government of Canada has introduced additional COVID-19 travel, testing, and quarantine measures. Twice in February 2021, Canada has introduced some new travel, testing, and quarantine requirements and restrictions. Please support us. Press the subscribe button now and hit the bell icon to get the notification of our video updates. Did you know? You can help us bring you the best, up-to-date, and most reliable information from immigration, refugees, and Citizenship Canada by supporting us on patreon.com with just £1 a month, link mentioned below. The details regarding the measures taken will continue to evolve. Anyone travelling to Canada, including permanent residents or Canadian residents, by air or land, must ensure the updated measures taken by the government before entering the country. The COVID-19 measures are broken down between entry by air and by land. They have different section on exemptions. Since the beginning of January, all travellers, including 5 years old or older, have to show a valid negative COVID-19 molecular test report taken 72 hours prior to their flight to Canada. Travellers can download and use the ArriveCan app before boarding the flight to Canada. Travellers will not be allowed to board the flight if they do not have a valid COVID-19 molecular test report before the flight, unless there is an exemption. The list of acceptable COVID molecular tests is available in links mentioned below. Travellers visiting Canada after the 22nd of February must follow the given requirements. Travellers must reserve a government-authorised hotel 3 nights before they board for their flight to Canada. They must present proof of reserving through ArriveCan app. Booking information and the list of hotels is mentioned in the link mentioned below. Travellers have faced long waiting queues for booking hotels also. After landing in Canada, get tested for COVID-19 at the airport. This on-site test is in addition to the pre-arrival negative COVID-19 molecular test. After landing in the country, non-essential travellers must stay and wait for their results in the government-authorised hotels and must follow all the requirements. Details mentioned in the link mentioned below. If the test is negative, then travellers may complete their quarantine at a different location, according to the quarantine plan. If the test is positive, then the public health will contact the travellers and give them instructions to follow. They will further be in quarantine, in either a federal quarantine facility or other suitable location. Once the 14-day quarantine is over, take another test. The test kit will be provided upon entry. The Canadian government has created a Flying to Canada checklist for air travellers. This checklist, along with IRCC, Transport Canada, and airline websites, is a useful tool to know about travel restrictions and quarantine and test requirements. Exemptions. There are some exemptions to the pre-arrival COVID test requirement, the post-arrival COVID test requirement, and the 14-day quarantine hotel stay requirement. The exemption regime is extremely complex and is set out in the applicable order in Council. As of the date of writing, the current OIC is valid to April 21, 2021, minimizing the risk of exposure to COVID-19 in Canada order, quarantine, isolation, and other obligations. Conclusion. We expect that the travel, testing, and quarantine rules will continue to change. Travelers must ensure that they consult the most updated information. This government webpage is a starting point: coronavirus disease COVID-19, travel restrictions, exemptions, and advice. Airline, Transport Canada, and provincial health sources should also be consulted. Travelers must strictly follow the rules and regulations. Any law that is breached could result in penalties, imprisonment and fines. Canadian government has increased follow-up compliance checks on travelers arriving in the country to ensure that they are following quarantine requirements. This is the end of today's video update. If you like today's video update, please share our videos with your friends and family on Facebook, WhatsApp, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.